DDT! The DDT! 1, 2, no! With yet another victory here at Pro Wrestling Cyprus.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing the competitors to the ring.
They hunt in a pack, and they have just arrived here at the Cyprus Comic Con. Rocco Garzya, the leader of the Lions Pride. Those tag team championships that his group have collected for him. Garzya holding them both over his shoulder like they're his personal property. The Pride have acted in recent times like Pro Wrestling Cyprus is their own personal hunting ground. Saw what these guys did to Donny Rivaro after Garzya defeated him, putting a beating on that young man. And here comes Rivaro's trainer. He's going to look to get some revenge on his behalf. Sid Scala, one of the most respected trainers in all of pro wrestling. Donny Rivaro has learned from one of the best. One of the other great things about Sid Scala is he's very protective of those who've been learning under him, and I think he took personal exception to what the Lions Pride did to Donny Rivaro. We'll try and get some retribution here against Garzya. We're underway between these two. Scala knows he's going to have eyes in the back of his head, though, with Blackstone and Romano at ringside.
Let's go, Rocco.
These two just circling each other here, now locking up. Garzya.
Yeah, got him.
Back into the ropes. Scala able to avoid that swinging arm of Garzya. He was looking for, it would have been a brutal chop across the chest of Scala, but...
Come on, Rocco.
Here we go again.
Back on top, back on
Sid
top.
Scala, very accomplished technical wrestler. Out-wrestle Garzya here, and that's a smart move from Scala. He knows his opponent is bigger than him physically, stronger than him. Can he hang with him when it comes to technical acumen? These two just jockeying for position. Scala trying to hit the drop toe hold, trying to get the big man off his feet, but that is easier said than done. Scala, though, persisting here in his efforts against Garzya, and finally able to get him down. Scala, one to panic, knows that if he keeps on sticking with his game plan, he'll frustrate Garzya. That's what he's doing here. Garzya made to look foolish here at the moment by Sid Scala. The man who takes himself very, very seriously is Rocco Garzya. Would like to be in any way ridiculed like Sid Scala might be able to do to him, and Scala knows that. Scala knows exactly what makes Garzya tick. Again, taking him down. Those ankles tied up with his legs for a long while, and in the end, Garzya's only escape was to go to the bottom rope. Scala very aware of that short fuse, that short temper of Garzya. So if he can force him to make a mistake, force him to overreact in anger, could be the key to victory. Remember, Sid Scala here trying to get some revenge on behalf of Donny Rivaro. Rivaro, I'm sure, back in the locker room area watching this one, hoping that his trainer will get the business done here. Garzya trying to do what Scala did to him with a drop toe hold. Scala just preventing that from happening. Look at how he's adjusting his body position. With a couple of squats. Garzya just cannot get any kind of traction there, and in the end, Sid Scala just walking calmly out of trouble. Again, a little bit of humiliation there for Rocco Garzya. Shoulder block doesn't send either man down. Scala trying to get Garzya off his feet. See with that low center of gravity. This one getting more and more aggressive, more and more angry. Hear that, Garzya screaming, "I'm the supreme leader." Garzya daring Scala to go to the ropes once more. This might be a trap. Scala's got to be careful, I think. Scala limbering up here. Steps on the foot of Garzya. Garzya went for the clothesline. Crossbody attempt and he got him down. Scala got him down. Scala got him down and he got a 2. Garzya now, they're immediately able to lift Scala up onto the apron. Scala, the neck breaker across the top rope. Sid Scala up on the second turnbuckle as the crowd roars once more. Fabio Romano trying to get involved. Now Freddie Blackstone gets caught red-handed by Scala. But off the distraction, Garzya able to capitalize and dropping a leg right across the throat of Sid Scala. Vicious looking leg drop, good for a 2 count. And Scala hangs on. Goodness me, what would it mean for the dominance of the Lion's Pride here in Pro Wrestling Cyprus if Garzya was able to not only beat Rivaro, but then defeat Rivaro's mentor and trainer in Sid Scala. There's a very real possibility here.
Punish him! Punish him!
Garzya ripping, tearing at the face of Sid Scala in the ropes. Now look. Cheap shot while the referee's back was turned. That is just classic Lion's Pride. One man causes a diversion, while the other one gives the group an unfair advantage. That leaping big splash. Possibly cracking a rib there of Sid Scala. Scala kicked out, but he is undoubtedly in significant pain here. In this numbers disadvantage. So wildly unfair, but that is what Sid Scala has to deal with. Another cheap shot from Blackstone. So again, Garzya knows exactly what he's doing, having that ongoing discussion with the referee. Scala still battling. Look at the strength of Scala. Couldn't keep him up there. Couldn't keep him up there. The back of Scala gave way. There's a running senton splash from Rocco Garzya. Scala could be done here. No, he's not. Kick out from Sid Scala, who stays alive somehow. Garzya again just ripping at that face. Referee trying to remind Garzya. That's the break before the count of 5. Garzya could test the patience of even the most patient referee. Scala's got him up again though, Garzya on the shoulders. This time though he went out the back door, got the German suplex. Incredible impact in the corner. Garzya came in at full speed. Drops him off the shoulders. The back of the neck of Sid Scala colliding hard with the canvas, and he's still kicked out. Garzya though, staying on top of Scala here. Yeah, some of the fans screaming in support of Sid Scala. Those screams starting to sound more and more concerned. Rocco Garzya at this point taking apart Sid Scala.
Come on, Sid! Is this all you got?
Look at him, mocking him, taunting him while he does it. Scala's got hold of him this time. Scala able to block the chop. Scala blocked the chop, the boot right into the face of Garzya. Elbow to the face of Garzya. The big man is rocked here, still on his feet. Scala senses he's got an opportunity. The smallest of openings, perhaps. Scala, it's that run up. Catches him right in the face, lifts him up. Can he get him this time from that fireman's carry? Again, Garzya escapes out the back. Going down to his knees once more though. Scala with the shining wizard. Sid Scala shaking the ropes in determination. Another attempt. This time he gets him. Death Valley driver. Sid Scala never gave up. He got the Death Valley driver, but Garzya kicked out regardless. Goodness me. It took everything Sid Scala had to finally deliver that Death Valley driver. How disheartening must that be, that it still wasn't enough to keep the leader of the Lions Pride down. The fans trying to will this one across the line for Sid Scala. Scala climbing to the top rope. He realizes he's going to have to take a risk if he's going to take down Garzya. Garzya, though, ensuring that that risk doesn't pay off. And in fact, it could be the critical error for Sid Scala. Scala trying to battle out of what would be a superplex, I think, from Garzya. He's able to slip out underneath. Takes him down with a powerbomb. Sid Scala with Garzya flat on his back. Scala could put the finishing touches on what would be a memorable victory. Drops the elbow right into the heart of Rocco Garzya. And again, it's not enough. Again, it's not enough. Now, say what you will about Rocco Garzya, but the man is a beast. How do you kick out of that diving elbow drop delivered perfectly by Sid Scala? These fans, credit to them. They have been fully behind Scala right from the opening moments in Blackstone. What's Blackstone again doing up on the ropes? No, that's Fabio Romano, but now Blackstone. It's Blackstone in, excuse me, it was Romano who got thrown over the ropes. Blackstone with another cheap shot though. It's a DDT from Garzya. Again, it's 3-on-1 here. It's 3-on-1. How ridiculous! How ridiculous that Garzya wins it that way. And now look at them attacking, them picking at the bones. This is ridiculous. This is exactly what the Lions Pride did to Donny Rivaro, and they're doing the same thing here to Sid Scala. We need some help out here. We need some help out here. Sid Scala is being ripped to pieces by the Lions Pride. Wait, Rivaro! Donny Rivaro coming to the rescue of his trainer. And they're not so brave when the odds are more even, are they? The Lions Pride scarpering out of the ring as soon as Rivaro arrived.
Rocco Garzya!
Stay behind me.
You Lions! You Lion Pride! You screwed over Donny Rivaro! And now you screwed over Sid Scala. So how about this? How about tomorrow, right here at Cyprus Comic-Con, you got the tag team championships against me and Donny.
Now what a challenge that is! Well, Garzya says you're on! Tomorrow here at the Cyprus Comic-Con, it's going to be Rivaro and Scala against the Lions Pride for the Pro Wrestling Cyprus tag titles!